All right, Honors Algebra 2 and Algebra 2, I'm going to try to put these last three pages of your game plan in one video here, and then that will conclude the Chapter 8 game plan. So what you're going to do, Chapter 8 game plan, page number 8. Here is the question highlighted, and it's simply on this page, you're going to simplify. So simplify. Got 1 over 4x plus 1 over 4x, where the denominators are the same. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 over 4x, divide both by 2, you get 1 over 2x. Okay, that one pretty easy. The denominators are the same. You can add and subtract. Like here on 2. 3x, or x minus 3 over 3x plus 1 plus x minus 1 over 3x plus 1. The denominators are the same, so you can add them. X plus x is 2x. Negative 3 plus negative 1 is negative 4. 2x minus 4 over 3x plus 1. On number 3, what we're going to have to do here, so folks, that is 4 over x squared minus 9 plus 3 over 2x minus 6. We need to factor both. Factor out the 2, that is 2 times x minus 3. X squared minus 9 is x plus 3x minus 3. Notice they both have x minus 3's. This has a 2, so this needs a 2 over 2. This one has an x plus 3, so this one here needs an x plus 3 over x plus 3, which is what I've got. Now, I don't have a lot of room here, so I kind of just showed the answer after this. This is going to be 8 plus 3x plus 9. That's going to be 3x plus 17. Over, now you might ask, x squared minus 9, where's that coming from? Well, as we saw before, x squared minus 9 is simply x minus 3 times x plus 3. That is a way to write it out. All right, I know there's a lot going on this page. I am sorry. Here's the initial question in number 4. 5x over x minus 2 plus 3 over x plus 2. X minus 2 factors would be x plus 2x minus 2. So this x plus 2 here is going to need to be joined by an x minus 2. Now the denominators are the same. All right, as I've shown on this step. So you're going to have yourself a 3x minus 6, and now I can put those together in one numerator, one fraction. The common denominator is x plus 2x minus 2. And then up top, you're going to have that 5x plus 3x minus 6, which is 8x minus 6, over your x plus 2x minus 2. And number 5. X over x squared minus 4 plus 7 over 3x plus 6. Factor out the 3 in the denominator. 3 times x plus 2. X squared minus 4 is x plus 2x minus 2. All right, so they both have x plus 2's. This one has a 3, so this one needs the 3 over 3. This has x minus 2, so this one needs the x minus 2. And I've shown that on the next step here. You're going to have 3x plus 7x minus 14. Now that can all be written as one fraction because the common denominator is 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 2. Going to give you 10x minus 14 over 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 2. All right, just a few more on this page. X over x plus 3 minus 6x over x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 factors be x plus 3x minus 3. Then this has an x plus 3. It needs the x minus 3 over x minus 3, which I've tried to put right there. That's an x minus 3 over x minus 3. Now the common denominator is x plus 3x minus 3. Distribute, you're going to have x squared minus 3x minus 6x. Gives you that. All right, the last two are a little different here. One fraction divided by another fraction. Instead of dividing, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of that fraction. I'm going to do 4 over x plus y times x plus y over 3. Oh, the x plus y's cancel. You get 4/3. Number 10. 2 over 5 divided by 3 over x. Instead, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal x over 3. That's 2x over 15. All right, folks, so that is it with page 8. What is coming up next about solving for x? What is coming up next is your chapter 8's game plan, page 9. Page 9. All right, question here highlighted. Not highlighted, but right in that rectangle there. I'm going to cross multiply. 1 times x plus 2 is equal to 2 times x minus 3. Cross multiply, distribute, 2x minus 6 is equal to x plus 2. Subtract x, add 6 to both sides, x equals 8. All right, number 3, we've got a little cross multiplying. Here is the question. Again, I skipped 2. I'm going to have 3 times the quantity x plus 2 is equal to 4 times the quantity 2x minus 5. Little distribution. 3x plus 6 is equal to 8x minus 20. Subtract 3x from both sides. Add 20 to both sides. X is 26 over 5. All right. Number 4. 4 times this quantity x plus 2 is equal to 3 times that quantity 2x minus 3. 4x plus 8 is equal to 6x minus 9. Subtract 4x from both sides. Add 9 to both sides. 17 equals 2x. X is 17 over 2. On number 5, here's what 5 looks like. That is a 2 over 2 minus x is equal to 4 over 3 minus 2x. Distribute. 2 times this quantity, 3 minus 2x, is equal to 4 times 2 minus x. 6 minus 4x is equal to 8 minus 4x. Uh-oh. Negative 4x's cancel. You're left with 6 equals 8, which is false. That is no solution. False statement gives you no solution. Number 6, some sweet cross multiplying. 3 over x is equal to 2 over x minus 2. 3 times this quantity, x minus 2, is equal to 2x. 3x minus 6 is equal to 2x. Subtract 3x from both sides. Negative 6 equals negative x. X is 6. And the last one on this page. Probably going to get the denominators to be equal. 2 over x minus 3 minus 4 over x plus 3 is equal to 8 over x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 factors to be x plus 3x minus 3. So that's probably what my common denominator is going to be. This has an x plus 3. This has an x plus 3. So this needs x plus 3 over x plus 3. This has an x minus 3. That had an x minus 3. So this needs x minus 3 over x minus 3. All the denominators are now the same. X plus 3x minus 3. X plus 3x minus 3. And lastly, x plus 3x minus 3. Time for some distribution. 2x plus 6 minus 4x, but a negative times a negative is a plus 12. That is a negative 4 times a negative 3 is equal to 8. 2x minus 4x, negative 2x, plus 6 plus 12 is 18, is equal to 8. Subtract 18 from both sides, divide by negative 2x is 8. All right, the final 6 questions. Number 11, you can do one of 2 ways. You can either cross multiply, but if you cross multiply, then you're going to have to solve by factoring, which probably not going to want to do right now. Instead, I could handle it this way. 5x over x squared minus 25 factors would be x plus 5x minus 5. So 2 over x minus 5, to make them the same denominators, you just need to give this an x plus 5 over x plus 5. The denominators are the same, the numerators are equal. 5x must be equal to 3x, or equal to 2x plus 10. 3x must equal 10. X is 10/3. Again, we could have cross multiplied, but you would have to solve this by factoring. You would have had 3x squared minus 25x plus 50 equals 0. All right, number 12. 1 over x plus 1 over x minus 1 is equal to 2 over x squared minus 1. X squared minus 1 is going to be x plus 1, x minus 1. This has an x minus 1, so give it what the other two have, the x plus 1 over x plus 1. X minus 1, x minus 1. This one doesn't have it, so give it the x minus 1 that the other two have. Now the common denominator is x squared plus 1, x minus 1, x squared plus 1, x minus 1, and lastly, x squared plus 1, x minus, did I say x squared? I meant x plus 1, x minus 1. All right, all the denominators are the same, so the numerators make a true statement. 1x minus 1 plus 1x plus 1 is equal to 2. Negative 1, positive 1 cancel. You get 2x equals 2, x equals 1, but uh-oh. I plug negative 1 in there, or if I plug 1 in for x there and 1 in for x there, I get 1 over 0 and 2 over 0, which is a no-no. True answer is no solution, as x equals 1 is an extraneous solution. And we have a nice simple cross multiplying 1 on 13. Here was the original. 1 times x minus 4 is x minus 4 is equal to, look at that, 5x. Subtract x from both sides, you get x is negative 1, and that's a fine answer. 14. You are going to give, so first off, common denominator here would be 6, so that is a 3 over 3. This is a 6 over 6. This has an x, though, this one, so you got to give this x over x and this x over x. Now, the common denominator would be 6x. When all the denominators are the same, the numerator makes true statement. 3x plus x squared is equal to 108. Oh, no. X squared plus 3x are going to move the 108 over, and yes, you do. You have to factor. What multiplies to 108 and differs by 3? X plus 12, x minus 9. Set them both equal to 0. Both those answers are fine. The only extraneous solution you could get would be x equals 0. And folks, here we are, the last two for this game plan. There's going to be some reviews also for some points coming soon. This will be the last video for a little bit. 3 times that quantity, 3x plus 2, is equal to 4 times that quantity, x minus 1. 9x plus 6 is equal to 4x minus 4. Subtract 4 from both sides, 4x from both sides, that is. Subtract 6, you get x is a negative 2. And you have x over 2 is equal to x plus 1 over 4. You get 4x is equal to 2 times that quantity, x plus 1. 2x plus 2 is equal to 4x. Subtract 2x from both sides. 2x equals 2, x equals 1. Will be your final answer there. Again, this was page 10. These last 6 were page 10 in your chapter 8 game plan. Watching out for an email from me, folks, with more information. This is Yak Math Videos signing out.